Hello, Justice, it's Friday. Before I actually get into my actual video, I want to sit down and say something. I just wanted to say that just out there, for those of you who are planning on voting or freaking out over who is winning in the polls right now, on either side of the U.S. primary, there is still time for things to possibly turn around. We're only 25% through our primaries in the United States. And if people go out and vote, there is a very large chance that what we see right now isn't going to be the same as what we're going to see in May. We only have 25% of our voting done. Instead of saying that Clinton or Trump has won, just remember that it's all a matter of whether people act upon as if they are defeated or if they decide to fight back and tell people to vote. This is by no means a post for me bashing against Trump or Clinton. I really do not want to mention my political bias here on this channel, but I just want to mention that if people believe that things are over, then it is over. We still have time. DFTVA. Don't forget to vote, America. So now with that little thing done, because I did want to mention votes, your vote does matter, we're going to go on to this unscheduled, uncertain, I have no idea what I'm talking about part, because I originally had a really long-winded discussion that I wanted to have about voting and why it was important and how the primary is working and how superdelegates work, and then I realized that's a lot more politics than I really want to talk about on YouTube. So we're going to avoid all that, and we're going to go into other things. As you know, the 20th anniversary of Pocket Monsters has been going on, and they recently re-released red, blue, and yellow versions. I'm going to have a really hard time talking about Pocket Monsters instead of saying the actual word. Curse you and your word of the weeks. But I've been playing a lot of red version. I keep wanting to say Fire Red because of the LP that we're doing, but I've been playing quite a bit of it, and oh my gosh, those games are harder than I thought they were. I don't remember them being that difficult. So I've been running to and from. I had to actually, because I'm doing a Nuzlocke for my red version, and red is, as you've said many times over to me, red and blue, the originals, are definitely the hardest games to Nuzlocke, because a lot of the rules that they have set down in later versions are definitely not the same as what we have when we first started with the game. So anyway, I've been playing it, and I had to actually abolish one of my rules, because normally I have it set to where I can only go to the Pokemon Center at least once every 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how busy the game is. Yeah, I couldn't do that in this time. When I first started out, and as I've been playing, I've had to run back and forth between the Pokemon Center of the first area, mind you, at least 15 times since starting the game. And that's a lot more than what I normally do. I've really been enjoying it. I've got a couple of good people in my party, Pokemon in my party, and I've said the word of the week. I've probably said it a couple of times. I've kind of given up on it, and it's been pretty decent. So there's that. Anyway, I'm going to move away from the Pocket Monster talk, and we're going to go towards something else, because I definitely don't want to talk about my word that much more often. Your word for the week next week is going to be voting or election. It's going to be election. It's going to be election. I know that you mentioned that you couldn't vote in the Texas primary. I don't remember why you couldn't, but there was some technicality that came up. And Josh and I realized our spring break isn't this next week, but not starting this weekend, but starting next weekend. We're going to be heading back to Ohio during that time frame, and I'm hoping to possibly meet up with some of my friends, maybe seeing my dad and my aunt and my aunt and my family there, but I'm not exactly positive if that's going to be in the cards. Because Dad's work schedule, and I don't know if Grandpa's going to be there, and like 5 other different reasons. But the plan was to basically go there, and Josh and I, I ended up having our absentee ballots sent in, and I got mine back and managed to send it out. I actually sent it out this weekend, so I have voted officially. Yeah. And Josh wasn't able to get it because his residency compared to where his actual registration wasn't the same. So he wasn't going to be able to vote until I pointed out to him that Ohio's primary is on the 15th. We're going to be in Toledo, in Ohio, where he's registered to vote that week. We are going to be there, so he can vote. Originally, we didn't know we were going to be heading out during that spring break period, which is why I ended up filing for the absentee ballot. That, and you had to file in February to get it. I think we had to have it in by the 16th, and I got it in last week. But you had to have that done, and so I sent mine out. But yeah, he gets to vote. I'm really happy for him. He was really excited to know about that too. But I'm looking forward to seeing the family, at least his side of the family and possibly mine. I don't know what the plan is again. And I'm also kind of looking forward to the fact that we're going to be seeing House and Alexi and Aaron, because Aaron got the day off on the 18th to come up and see us. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice night. I'm going to warn you, just because that's why I actually brought this up. During that week, I can't promise if I'm going to be having, I'm going to have an internet connection. We're going to be really busy, so I might have to, I'm going to have to do what I'm doing today. And my video for next week on Friday is going to be uploaded between 12 and 1 my time, because I have to do that in order to ensure that we actually get it uploaded. Considering the fact that after my accounting class on Friday, we're going to be driving out to Kent, and that's a 9-hour drive, and I'm definitely not going to have internet. I'm going to get there at 1 o'clock, so by midnight your time. So that's the basic gist of the plan. And then the next Friday, I can't promise if we're going to be doing it, if I'm going to have time to record anything. So if I don't repost anything next Friday or the Friday after, it's because of traveling, and because I'm not here. I hope that that's going to be okay, but I'm not positive. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Anyway, I will see you on Monday.